Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 4, Interlude, Part 6. 17 entered, and now only 10 remain. Actually, probably 9, depending on Elder Lathine's exact fate. Neb is still dying in his cage, alone in the dark. Yet another of Johnny's characters, Stanhope this time instead of Vic, is dying in the embrace of yet another deadly black tar sludge ooze creature, alone in the dark. The Proto-Shoggoths are Proto-Shoggothing. A sliver of the outer god Yog-Sothoth may be entering this reality through the flesh of a dying goat, and Stasi, with her Forcon, and Theraval, are in the menagerie with 4 stewards, but only one has held on to her sanity. The valve was opened, Elder Lathine went down, and then Sister Faria closed it again. She and the other stewards have resolved to make a stand here, but it seems that they are open to you going down to the next level if you wish. The question lingering in the air here since last week is, will you be able to hold tight for the 15 minutes it will take for Theraval to fill his empty spell slots and prepare that true seeing spell y'all will apparently need to negotiate the wards on the next floor down? And even if you do find that much time, Stasi will effectively be on her own for all of that if she wants to go out and try to help Stanhope or Neb, because Theraval will be occupied, and the stewards seemed resolved to stay put. Let's jump right back in.
It's really unfortunate that you can't go with me because you could channel to get Neb out.
Well, it's the order of when these things happen, right?
Yeah.
So Theraval could take his 15 minutes and you keep going. Or you could wait for him to do his 15 minutes and then you go together. You could try to get Neb and then come back and do the 15 minutes. Obviously, none of these are great options, but those are your choices.
Yeah. While this is happening, you are hearing Stanhope screaming as he is being crushed to death in the hallway.
Yeah.
But you at least have, as of this moment, you have in Sister Faria someone who will tell you stuff if you ask her.
I am theoretically a rogue. I could attempt to stealth to the angels and reopen it.
Would a protection from evil be of any use to you while you do that?
Yes. 100%.
I would not say no.
Yeah.
Then, I can give you one of those.
Yeah. I can also attempt to cast Cure Mods on the Force Cage to try to help Nebo.
Indeed.
I've also got a lesser restoration. I've also got a full restoration.
You have a full restoration? Maybe we should do that first. If we have 3 rounds here. Because I do have a 4 con.
So it would be, we would need to hold for 3 rounds to cast restoration.
Then you could start.
And do you have the material component?
I
know I gave you some for some of those spells, but probably not all for all.
You gave me diamond dust worth 200 gold pieces, so I guess I could do a lesser, but not
help.
No, hang on. So you need diamond dust worth 100 gold pieces if you are going after ability damage or drain. You need 1,000 if you're going after negative levels.
Oh.
Restoration.
So I can cast restoration.
Do you have the material component for true seeing?
Double check that.
Because there's literally no point.
Right.
Eye ointment that costs 250 gold pieces. But also, Elder Lathine said it as if they had that. So maybe they have additional
He's just
eye
sprinkled
ointment.
it all over the ground.
I mean, it's on the ground down
I do not
there.
have that. I have incense. I have 200 diamond dust. I have
Ask
divinations.
Sister Faria if she saw an ointment among the components that he was sprinkling on the ground.
But we need the true seeing to be able to go down there. Right?
It is right at the
I think
bottom
we need
of the
it
stairs.
right when we get down there.
Okay, yeah, then did you happen to see...
Does anybody have any chewing gum and a fishing line?
I believe it is a spell that he prepares as a regular matter of course. I know he just cast it before going down, but he might have another dose of ointment.
This is it. We're desperate, so...
Yeah. Wow, okay.
Okay, so...
Current thought is...
Restoration.
Hold the place.
Restoration for 3 rounds. You head off.
Yep.
and I pray while they hold it, and then we hope everything works like we think it could. But because we're going to give up on the thought of me going with you to try to channel positive energy, because we need those. We don't want to delay the 15-minute start time, right?
Yes. This is an absolutely 100% hopeless plan.
Yeah.
It is all we have.
It never was much of a hope.
Yeah.
Only a fool's hope.
All right, so rather than casting Protection from Evil on Stasi this round, you were going to begin casting Restoration.
Correct.
And then the two of you are going to hold tight this round. You don't have to stay right next to him the entire time. Katie, do you want to stay in that square for now, or you want to go anywhere else?
I guess.
And imagine having this conversation while a goat is screaming 5 feet away from you.
Is the goat in a cage?
Yes.
I feel really bad about this, but I might begin moving the other animal cages into a sort of barricade.
Oh.
Just to slow down.
Well, I will say there are a number of animal cages that are empty.
Yeah.
So some of the larger ones that would have held goats or dogs or whatever.
Just a couple rounds of slowing down.
Creating a barricade. All right, let me put a little mark on the map here to remind us that we've got something. Like, do you want it down here or do you want it higher up? Yeah, right by the entrance.
I'm going to have to crawl over it or under it at some point, like, to get out of here in 2 rounds
Stasi's
anyway.
problem.
So, but that's, they can continue working on it after I'm gone, and then they can help me figure out how to get the fuck back in.
All right, so Stasi begins working on creating a barricade of sorts. As Stanhope, you see the first Proto-Shoggoth leave the corpse of Sister Oranu and enter the menagerie and stop. From the north, Theraval and Stasi see it get into the entryway, and little tiny tendrils of it start creeping out and testing the air in front of it, and then it stops moving. So you all see that from the north. Stanhope sees that from the west.
Stasi looks around, like, with her finger to her lips.
Everybody keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, God!
Except the goat is screaming.
I mean, everything is still screaming.
But no noise.
It had its chance at the goat before.
Sure, it did, and didn't come in here, apparently.
Yeah. Maybe it can sense its Yog-Sothoth-kin. Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is all so terrible, and now my chances of getting out are even less.
Here we go. Yeah, 36.
Yeah, that hits.
13 more points of damage.
I'm at 3 hit points out of 104.
And more enzymes are injected into you. I need another fortitude save. And as we learned last time, this is classified as a disease effect.
And I did it last time. My round happened. Didn't use a swift action. So I have an immediate action available. So I will again use my Charm Guardian. That's a 26.
You fight it off for another round. Neb, here comes cold again. The entire cycle starts from the
over.
beginning. Give me a reflex save.
17.
Oh, the sound of all those dice rolling is just horrific.
11 points of cold damage.
Takes it.
Have we burned through your temporary hit points?
We have burned through the temp hit points.
What are you sitting at now?
18 out of 62.
Top of round 7. Stanhope, with 3 hit points, somehow having fought off the alien enzymes for 2 rounds, alone in this hallway, in its sludgy embrace, staring into 1,000 fucking goat eyes.
He's like wrestling with this thing and dancing around and stuff.
Does he whisper a prayer to anyone?
No, I don't think that he specifically. No, I don't think that that's even a thought in his head. He's just like, get off me, man! Get off me! Get off me, man! 30 fucking 1. That is a 19 on the die. It's not a natural 20, but it's other than a natural 20, that's as good as I'm gonna get.
Looks like you need a natural 20. Because you just lost what? You just lost blood for the Empire? Is that what? You had a couple of things you could add on to that?
Yeah, I lost blood for the Empire, and I also lost the +2 from Blessings of Fervor. So I lost +5 to it.
But
I thought you said blood for the Empire still had one left.
Yeah, but
on the
nobody
turn order.
nobody damaged it last time.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah,
So you have
yeah.
to have damaged it the previous round.
Bloody hell.
All right. So close. But no cigar. Neb. You also have no cigar.
You know what Neb does have?
What?
Potion of Cure Moderate Wounds on them.
Time to drink it?
All right, this is probably not going to do anything,
Try it.
but I'm going to try it anyways because, fuck it. I have these magic beans. That was my standard action. For my move action, it doesn't matter. It's 10 minutes after the beans are planted in the ground. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
You could plant them while I'm learning true seeing.
It's not going to be allowed.
No, I just had this thought of him sort of pulling them out and this evolving, growing thing that maybe
yeah.
they would eat this thing and it would just be
Dude, put the seeds in it anyway.
I mean,
one
I think that's what he's doing. He's scrabbling it and they're dropping out into this thing.
So tell us what these magic beans do so I at least understand what's
All
about
right.
to happen here.
So these are magic beans. This item takes the form of a half dozen brown beans, usually contained in a simple burlap sack. 10 minutes after the beans are planted in the ground, they sprout into a 350-foot tall beanstalk as if created by the beanstalk spell. The magic beans are consumed in the process. The beanstalk lasts for 24 hours before collapsing into a pile of rotten plant matter.
Fucking wild.
So
It does say they have to be planted, though.
I
Is
know
that right? Is
it
that
says
right?
planted in the ground.
I'm just
but again,
clarifying. I'm just clarifying.
yeah.
I want to understand.
That's why I was like, it's not.
I love that on his sheet, Stanhope Nixon has magic beans.
Yeah, because of course he does.
That's brilliant.
Okay, Neb, you're drinking a potion.
Neb's going to drink a potion of Cure Moderate Wounds.
Come on, moderate. Don't fuck us up.
10 hit points.
Leaving you at what?
28.
Oh, okay. All right. Still in the fight.
Barely.
Prayer keeps ticking down. Theraval, this is your
good.
second round. Is that correct?
Correct.
Stasi, you are working on barricades. Is still correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not getting any nearer to it than my token is right now.
So the place where Stasi had been beginning to set
Yeah.
up a barricade is right now where the Proto-Shoggoth
Yeah.
is ominously standing and
Yeah.
not moving forward.
So I think she is standing very still in front of the meditating or
Yes.
the incanting Theraval.
And is this another, so it's a 3-round spell, Robert. So is this
Yeah.
another ecstasy moment? What does this prayer look like?
Definitely. I think he is, especially now that the Proto-Shoggoth has come back into his field of vision,
Yeah.
that it's I don't know what his experience is in having evidence of the Dark Tapestry literally in front of him.
Right. You've made the point of making him young.
Yeah.
So it feels like maybe he's done a lot of studying.
But I think this is definitely a new element. So
Yeah.
I think the madness is also,
Still churning.
infecting him, and so I think he is definitely having a moment of ecstasy. He's picturing the cosmos flowing through him as this charge is building in him that he will discharge.
The Proto-Shoggoth that you all are staring at, Stasi and Theraval, goes away.
Don't worry, I'm sure it will head directly to all the angel heads I need to go to.
Stanhope, dying, witnesses it move down the hall, ignore him and the one hugging him, and
Retreating back to its original corridor?
it's going to the north instead of to the south. So it's heading in the direction of where the staircase had
Let's
come
get
down.
the Proto-Shoggoth and the Dread Wraith killing each other.
You two fight it out.
Yeah.
Let them fight.
Dominance. for the
All right,
floor.
Johnny, you got any final words for Stanhope Nixon here?
I got
Stanhope,
no
Eric
no
Nixon.
words for him. He's got no word. He's just struggling. And what do you got for me? This is against my
CMD 30.
yeah.
Yep. 14 more points of damage.
And he is almost at con death.
One last fortitude save in his life here. Let's see if he's also infected. As those enzymes enter his dying bloodstream. Let's all remember, this is the square where the violin is.
Again, he didn't use a swift action, so he can let me make sure that I can actually still use it if he's conscious. It doesn't specifically say, it just says 3 times per day as an immediate action before attempting a saving throw.
So I think you're using this ability as the lights go out.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I needed that last time.
Oh, God.
Fuck. I needed that last time.
One round off.
But you are not going to become
Maybe that's the one
proto-shotgun.
bright ray out of all this.
So he's not dead yet, but he is unconscious and dying.
Yeah.
And
At negative what?
Negative 11. Oh, so then I have to make a save to
On
try
your
to
turn.
stabilize? Yeah.
On your turn you will. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so in his mind, as he's being like wrapped up, and it's going from like him wrestling with this thing as like the darkness is creeping in on it, and then it sort of like blasts out into this bright light, and he's like a teenager and dancing lessons and being hugged and twirled through like this thing, and his mom is like holding him dancing and stuff and trying to teach him things, and then like the blasts again, and then he's even younger and stuff, and he's fallen down, and his mom has picked him up and is holding him and telling him that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's where
what
he is.
That's what he sees.
Stupid Stanhope.
It's a good thing you have so many backup characters. Oh, buddy. Hey, Polly, what are we at with you? Fire? I think we're fire, right?
Yeah, we're in
Give me a
fire.
reflex save.
You got it.
Just the hell that Neb is in.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. That's a 10 on the reflex save.
Oh my god.
Oh, the dice are telling a story up there, that's for sure. 13 points of fire damage. You still got hit points, right?
I do.
All right. Top of round 8. Stewards are all now silently staring, watching Theraval in ecstasy, waiting to see what's going to happen here. And I guess we'll make it real here, Johnny. The DC 10 con check with minus 11 to your roll.
Jesus.
Con bonus is +2, minus 11, so it's a minus 9.
Yeah, you need a 19 or a 20. Simply to stabilize.
This game is so cruel.
All right, here we go. That's an 18.
All right, you lose 1 hit point, and your con was
14.
all right. Still alive.
Are you at minus 13 now?
Minus
Minus
12.
12.
Minus 12.
Got 2 more rounds.
But still in the embrace of this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neb.
Neb taps the force cage,
Yes.
the wand of cure light wounds. Come on. For 4 points.
It can't be 4,
It
right?
is.
It can't. Oh, it's a cure.
It's a
light.
wand.
Cure light, 3
Yeah.
plus 1.
Yeah. All right, the damage has been dealt.
Is it cumulative?
It is cumulative. It does have a hit point total.
Okay.
Do you
that
have
is-
a cure moderate? You said you had a cure moderate.
Drink
wound.
it.
Potion, I drank
Potion.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is fucking rough.
It's
Yeah.
brutal.
I know that we haven't been with these characters in the same way, the same
Yeah.
like amount of time. This still fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's super frustrating because the primary party was built as a party, right?
Yes.
So like, it just feels different when that party goes into a space and you're like, okay, here's the deal. We all know how we all deal with it.
Yeah.
Because we have learned collectively over time where our weaknesses and strengths are. This is 4 disparate strangers with no action points.
Yeah.
Continually finding that they are unprepared or underprepared.
Yeah.
And
For what
underpowered.
they are actually and underpowered for what they're
maybe
actually
a level
facing.
behind.
It's not just a level behind. It's like,
yeah.
great, I got things that can deal force damage. I can deal with corporeal stuff. I can do about 1/18 of the number of hit points that a Dread Wraith has. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's that
And
part
it's
is
so
really
different
frustrating.
Than, like,
'cause-
so say that mission where Stasi came in instead of Dora, but still
Yeah.
it was the rest of the normal party
Yes.
who all knows how to work together. So all you were adjusting around really was one
person.
difference.
Yeah.
Instead of all four of you not only adjusting around the differences, but then, I mean,
and
like,
then
Paul
having
has
one
not even been near you for
completely-
weeks.
and like,
And
so
also,
it's really hard to lose anyone, even Stanhope, as annoying as he is, to that level of unpreparedness. That
Sure.
really hurts, I think, us as a group of people who've played this game together for a very long time.
Yes.
also
it's really
literally
hard to
like
take.
following, to your point earlier, of like following Elder Lathine's directions of like split up.
Yeah.
Go in opposite
and us
directions.
just being like, okay, because we don't have the confidence in each other to be like, are we sure we're listening to this guy? You like, we had no information, no reason not to believe that they knew what they were doing,
Yeah.
And neither did they.
And why would we think we can?
and no tools to adapt.
Right. And as you understand now, like what they were expecting in terms of inevitables coming to their aid,
Yeah.
that everything that was going to appear from these mirrors would be to fight on their behalf.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Everybody had bad information.
And now everyone's insane, except for one lady who is somehow and Nab, who is baseline,
He's coming.
comes across as
Yeah.
almost completely insane.
Yeah.
But after 3 rounds of ecstasy, Theraval does lay hands as the diamond dust in his hands disappears into the cosmos, and Stasi is restored of
Unchecking
all
that box.
points drained from a single ability score, instantly going from 4 con to 12 con.
From 17 hit points to 57.
Oh man,
Wow.
that's huge.
All right.
So does the completion of that spell, does that take an action this round?
Yes, that's happening at the end of your
your-
round.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just going to throw this out.
Yeah.
It would mean waiting another round, but I've also got fly if that's worth waiting around.
Oh!
Yeah, I'll take fly.
60-foot movement.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so Stasi, it's your turn here. Knowing that you might be heading out now, is there any buff you want to cast on yourself? You've got a turn here if you want to do anything. I don't know if you have anything left, but if you do, you got a window.
I'm going to remind you of something before I forget it. Stasi has a rogue ability, trap spotting. I automatically get a check on traps.
Thank you.
The only buff I really have is divine favor, and it's,
Sister Faria is sane as she observes Theraval saying, "Hang on a sec, I can cast fly on you." She does step forward and gives all of y'all haste.
Sweet.
I think I'm going to cast hedging weapons again.
Okay.
So many things have to go right.
Yes, and so many rolls have to not go catastrophically bad.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh no, it's a cockamamie plan.
But it's literally all we have,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Not missing anything.
Unless there's some way we can traverse through these mirrors to somewhere good.
Oh, but I guess that is so. As Stasi leaves, you are standing right next to the mirror, Robert. So you could attempt to start at least studying it when she's gone, if you wish.
Well, when she leaves, I got to get right into.
Oh,
Yeah.
your 15 minutes.
My 15
This
minutes.
entire plan hinges
right.
on
He's
him
got so
having,
much praying to do.
having
You-
15 minutes.
You come back having
fucking-
succeeded, and he's there looking at a magazine.
Like, no.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I knew I had a job.
I forgot to set the reminder.
Can someone kill that goat?
That goat may be the only thing keeping you alive.
Oh, that's true. My God. Can we move the goat?
You want to try?
No. I have my own shit to worry about. I just want you all to be here when I get back. If I get back.
Another 11 points of damage, Stanhope, from the squeezing Shoggoth.
And Stanhope is crushed in its embrace as he in his mind is being held and comforted by his mother.
I can feel the encroaching darkness pulling me down. Stay vigilant. Fight the good fight. Take out the trash. Listen to your mother. And remember me, Stanhope.
Oh, man.
But do give me a fortitude save.
You're such a bastard.
Do I still get to use my Charm Guardian or no?
You can't take actions anymore. You're unconscious.
I got a 25.
His last action is to refuse to come back as a Proto-Shoggoth. He fights off the infestation and dies without it in his blood.
Even annoying the Proto-Shoggoths.
Thwarting its best attempts.
Like literally, like he's dying and stuff. He's like,
Is like, what's with this guy?
Oh, okay. All right. Neb, acid. Here it comes. Give me a
okay.
save.
All right.
Come on.
God damn. Oh, 16?
I bet that's
12 points of acid damage.
Neb's at 3.
3 fucking hit points. And we're at the top of round 9.
Come on, Sister Renna. Rally and do something useful.
Quit giving me the side eye.
The paranoid ones are not going to help you, but let me check Sister Faria's sheet here because she has some spells left. What can she give you to be helpful? She has hasted you all. She tosses you a potion of cat's grace.
Awesome.
Ooh, actually, you know what? She just goes over and hands you her belt pouch, which has 4 potions in it. Cat's grace, 2 cure moderate wounds, and an elixir of vision.
Hasted, does that mean I can cast 2 spells?
No, that's an old thing.
That's an old rule, but man, were those the
Because I was going to
days.
give you a freedom of movement as well. I guess if you'd rather have that than fly, but I...
No, flies. Oh, freedom of movement. Very good, though.
I mean, since grappling is a thing that's happening out there.
You
But
cannot be grabbed
Yeah.
if you've got that going.
think about it. You think about that, Tone. My turn comes around.
Neb. Your options are plentiful and good.
Yeah, Neb's gonna use their Wand of Cure Light Wounds on the Force
Okay.
Come on.
Force gauge. So screwed. It's a 5 on the die for 6 points.
Every little bit of this is doing
Yeah.
damage. It's all doing damage. It is less damage that Stasi's going to have to help you with when she gets there.
If she gets
If she gets there in time. Theraval, you are up. Your turn.
What's the call?
Fly bonus to speed is huge, but not being able to be grappled by the Proto-Shoggoth also huge.
How tall are the ceilings?
At this point, if you can get both of them, taking an additional round to go do it doesn't make any difference.
Right, you're right.
You don't know that Neb is
you're right.
trying to die. Like
right.
literally,
It
you'd be
doesn't
like,
matter. You're right.
You would be
I will
going.
take
They're
both.
already dead.
I will take both, and I will drink the potion of Cat's Grace on my turn. I mean, I'll take whatever one is first, whatever one isn't rounds. But I think they're both probably.
Let
minutes
me
per
see.
level.
Fly is a minute per level. And freedom is 10 minutes per level.
Fuck me.
So I'll cast that one first.
Freedom of movement on Stasi. Stasi, you're drinking the cat's grace?
Yep.
To answer the question, the ceilings are 15 feet high.
So you could conceivably fly above
Yes.
things as well once we get that on you. So
Still avoiding the dread wraith though. not going down that hallway, but no.
okay.
Neb, are we back to electricity again?
Why,
Give me
I
a
don't-
reflex save.
Did we get acid?
Acid, here it comes.
Do you have any kind of like resist?
Buddy, if I had anything, I would have used it.
All right.
That's an 8 on the die for 13.
Oh, well, hey, look at this. 1, 2, 3. All right, just 9 points of damage. That's about as...
Okay, Neb is dropped to -6 hit points, but all of a sudden their shawl soaked with a little bit of blood.
Your shirt is red.
My shirt is red. Gains 10 temporary hit points to keep them alive.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Oh my god, I have red destiny.
Yeah, I sure do.
So that brings them up to 4 hit points total.
All right, so you're up to 4 hit points as the shawl of life-keeping goes off. Warm, wet blood. That's the end of... was that the end of round 10?
Yeah.
Is it round 11 now?
I don't know.
Now
It
it's
says
round
round
10.
10.
Starting
This
round
is
10.
Starting 10.
We're in hail course territory.
We sure are. Faria will cast, for all the good it's going to matter, bull strength on you.
Great.
We are turning Stasi into a buffed machine. Neb, 4 hit points.
come on.
In the cage.
8 on the die. 8 on the die. Finish it.
4 points.
Of damage to the cage.
Yes.
All right, takes it. You are still in hell. Theraval, you are up.
He will cast Fly
Yes.
on Stasi.
Yes. Stasi, you are now flying. You got 1,000 spells going on you. It is your turn.
Okay, so with fly and haste, I have a 90-foot move, yeah?
90-foot move speed.
But if I want to move stealthily, 45. Is that right?
You'd have to go half speed, yes. If you do, as Robert was mentioning, if you go to the ceiling, you will be
Yeah.
out of the reach of the Shoggoths.
Then, that's what I'm going to do.
May the spaces in between protect you.
And Stasi heads back into the Mysterium. Goodbye, Spasming Goat. Goodbye, Theraval.
I think I'll miss you most of all.
Stasi enters the hallway, sees Stanhope's crushed, mutilated body. Sees Sister Oranu's crushed, mutilated body, which is bubbling and churning.
I am not under any circumstances going into this hallway.
Where the Wraith was.
Yes.
Got it.
And I think they are too close for me to venture this way.
You see that Proto-Shoggoth number 2 is 15 feet to the north of you in that hallway on the east.
Oh, then never mind. I will go east.
West.
West, yeah. 60, 65, 70. Oh, God.
You see the other Proto-Shoggoth sort of sitting limply at the crossroads.
Okay, but to the south.
No, to the north.
Fuck you guys. I'm going to fly over him.
Stasi soars over it at the crossroads. It reaches out with its pseudopods but cannot reach her.
90, that is one move.
Sure it is.
Fuck me. This is so fucking scary.
Are you now in territory you have not seen yet with your...
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm now seeing things I haven't seen.
All right, so Stasi is going north from the crossroads.
And I can probably hear Brother Iktarib, unless he's dead, vomiting up fungus to the northwest.
No, you hear
Northeast.
him around the corner
Oh, here.
to the northwest of you.
Just keep going.
Yep.
Second move. 10, 15, 20.
You see Ikturab sitting in a little library behind, next to some columns, back against a bookshelf, weeping, his head in hands. He's sitting on the ground weeping, and he's covered in vomit and mushrooms.
He's not an angel. He's not the way out. 5, 30, 35.
Does Neb see the first
Neb.
person in over a minute?
Sees Stasi. I don't know if you can see me.
Can't.
Well,
Yeah.
and Paul, you would have seen the light coming up, so you
Yeah.
can easily be in this corner of the force cage.
Okay.
Do you see the corner of Paul's token there, Katie?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
Do I see the force cage?
No, you see nothing. You see Neb pressed up against the air, like reaching out with little furry hands, just covered in burns and scars, breathing out frosted air, on the verge of death.
All right, I can't do anything. I'm in the middle of my second move, but I am going to go towards.
Right. And did you want to say or ask anything?
What are you doing?
I'm stuck in an invisible cage.
Where does it start? Where does it start?
Here, positive energy destroys it.
Can I move one more based on him saying
Yes,
here?
for sure. So at that point, Stasi, at the end of your move, you can reach out and feel with your hands these invisible bars that seem to go floor, because you're up at the ceiling, floor to ceiling, trapping Neb in this chamber. You've got hands on them now as well. And Neb has how many hit points?
4.
4 hit points remaining.
And I have no actions remaining.
You do not, but you got here.
Let me
You got here just in time to see Neb die.
to watch.
Isn't that awesome?
Stasi sees. You see the Proto-Shoggoth from the center of the crossroads, follow you to the north, see Brother Iktarab around the corner, and go to town.
God.
He is grappled and infected.
What's one more Shoggoth?
This is it.
This could be it. Stasi, from the other side of the bars you cannot see, you suddenly observe 20 by 20 feet fill with lightning. Neb is in the middle of this, screaming as lightning cascades over him. Yeah, reflex save.
It's a 15 on the die for a 20.
Okay. You take half damage of 14, so that is 7, leaving you at -3.
Yes.
Neb is dying, but not dead.
What's your con?
14.
Okay. Oh, man. That's round 10. Top of round 11. Neb, we need that con check from you. So this would be a die 20 plus your constitution modifier -3.
Okay.
And you're looking to hit a 10.
13 on the die, plus 2 is 15, minus 3 is 12.
Stabilized.
Nice.
Oh,
Amazing.
Very, very good. Brother Iktarab tries to get out from the grasp of the Proto-Shoggoth. Natural 1. Theraval.
Commence praying.
Commence praying. True seeing, and what else do you want to fill that other slot with?
Oh, I can do both of them.
You can.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Hold
Oh
on.
my gosh.
So that's my 5th level slot. My 3rd level slot.
Third level cleric spells.
I might need some. I'm open to some suggestions.
Clear fog.
I mean, any kind of gust of wind type thing.
Yeah, you can also prepare a lower level spell in a higher level
Right.
slot.
Give me a spellcraft check.
22.
It's a powerful, powerful spell. And if
What's it called?
it's called Guards and Wards, it is used to defend strongholds and fortresses, and probably in this case, in a place like this, you would assume it would have been made permanent, or it is now permanent after the wards are triggered. So blowing the fog away,
Not gonna work.
it'll give you a round, but then it'll
Yep.
fill right back up.
Is that something that could be dispelled?
I think we'd look back at this whole building as an artifact and question
Yeah.
your
How
ability
hard
to
that
do
would
so.
be.
Yeah.
Difficult under the best of circumstances. Is it something that we breathe in that causes the confusion?
No, it's the spell itself. Where there are choices in direction, such as a corridor intersection or a side passage, a confusion type effect functions so as to make it 50% probable that intruders believe they are going in the opposite direction from the one they actually chose. There's no save, and you do not know it is happening to you. So basically, you turn right. Half the time, you will have turned left and not even known that you've done that.
And the true seeing is to counter something else or that?
That.
So if he casts true seeing on one person, they can lead us through.
They will know where they're going. Yes.
The rest
If you-
of us-
Can they lead others then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say as long as you stay close enough within contact, within, sight of each other. Yes. Tell you what, you've got some time here. Why don't you put some thought into it while Stasi is racing around? Okay, Stasi.
This is an awesome choice that I have.
It sucks.
Cure moderate wounds on the cage to try to end the haunt, having no idea how much is left.
Yep.
Or cure moderate wounds on Neb, which probably won't even save him when the damage comes around next time.
So then it's not a choice.
Stasi casts cure moderate wounds on the force cage.
All right, bring it up. You got your hands on it. You can directly channel that positive energy into it.
Come on, old girl. 13.
I mean, you briefly do feel these bars of force like, weakening in your hand. It's still going, but that was definitely a big old chunk.
Oh my god.
Proto-Shoggoth is squeezing and squeezing away at Brother Iktorab. I don't know if this is better or worse, but dramatically it's certainly something. You're probably looking into Neb's eyes as the wave of cold hits his unconscious body. What's Neb's last thought?
Oof. Why?
And Neb takes 16 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
And dies.
Maybe home is where Neb stops running. Maybe home is the place where Neb stops fearing what waits in the dark.
Home is the dark.
Then your home is an ending. Neb's is where the sun finds him and he does not flinch.
Well, at least I know the cure mod on him wouldn't have saved him.
Yep. No,
Yep.
it would not have.
Yep.
And this force cage is in the way. Yeah.
No. You would feel that you've got this 5-foot path around north of it. Like, this is a square you can go into.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Theraval is going to continue praying.
Yeah.
For 150 rounds.
Hail course times 10.
The Shoggoth that can see you is focused on Brother Iktorab right now. Talk me through Stazi's next few
gonna
actions.
go back to the angel in the center
Yeah,
and activate it.
okay. And then what would she do next? The Proto-Shoggoth is
would-
probably that round finishing off Brother Iktorab.
I think she'd go east to try to find the next angel. The one that Rena got that I don't know where it is.
Yeah, Stasi has no information about that area, so yep, let me see your path. So Stasi soars down like right below the ceiling, just soaring as high up as she can through these hallways. There seems to be a large library space
Not
occupying
going anywhere near there.
the northeast corner of the level.
Unless it's where the angel is.
Give me a perception check.
For the trap that I'm about to set off. Yeah. 25.
So right before you enter that last square that you did, Katie, Stasi feels this sensation of itchy skin, deep nausea within inside of her, and like a whispered voice that she can't quite make out but sounds so appealing.
And I don't see the angel.
You see no angel in this corner.
I'm gonna retreat.
Okay.
Is that an angel?
Stasi reaches the angel in the northwest corner and can reach down and turn its head. Ka-chunk. As Theraval is praying, now heard 2 clicks from the valve. Feeling your way around the force cage, you find you have to go on the absolute outside. Yeah, there we go. You have to go on the outside wall there.
Oh, that unseen servant isn't still here trying to open this fucking angel, is it?
Oh, interesting. That was the last instruction given to it, wasn't it? It's probably been turned. It probably just like as soon as the angel head snapped back, it probably just turned it again.
it, so...
How long does it last? It's like minutes, right?
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah, it lasts for a long time.
All right, so I think that one's done.
Okay.
I think you had to come here to see that, but
Nice.
something's already taken care of it. You can see the other Proto-Shoggoth.
So that's 3 now.
That's 3 down.
But I don't know where the fourth
Right.
one is. I wonder what that bell pull does. Should have asked the fucking stewards while I had them.
I think that bell pull pulls down the stairs to the previous level.
Probably not gonna work. All right, I have to try to get back to that eastern hallway. There's a totally unknown hallway to the south that I didn't even know fucking existed before.
Yep. It's not a big level, but it's definitely about twice as big as you thought it was.
Yep.
We got no indication of where this 4th one is
Just
based
that
on.
Sister Rena
Just to the
went
east. That's
the
what
east.
that's what you know.
I assumed it was up here.
I think there was a perfect confluence of nobody having a line of sight on where she went at that moment.
Also, Dreadwraith.
Dreadwraith, yeah.
Right,
You had
right,
other
right.
things on your mind.
Right.
So I think my next path, is to the east, to the central corridor, to the south, to that first eastern passage again.
Okay, so heading back towards the menagerie and then going to go north from there, not passing through the Wraith Hall.
Yeah.
So you do pass the other Proto-Shoggoth in the center of the crossroads there. It
Tries
reaches
to get
up
me and it
towards you,
can't.
starts to follow after you, but keep going. You pass over Stanhope's body,
I
Sister
grab-
Ornu's body.
If the thing isn't that close, I want to dip down and grab Winter.
Easily done. You're moving 3 times faster than it.
Yeah. And then go here and look to the north.
The hallway towards the mirror
Yeah.
seems empty at the moment.
I'm gonna wait from the mirror. Still don't see it?
You do not?
Where the fuck is it? I'm like probably one more square to go.
She's right in front of the mirror, still not seeing anything to the north that is helpful.
Yeah.
So you can tell at this point that to the east,
Yeah,
over here
there's
around
a
the
little
there's a
corner.
little hallway there. Yeah.
Okay. That's where I'm going.
Stasi soars down this tiny little hallway that no one has ever laid eyes on
Tell
yet.
me if I need a perception check.
At the end of
Animate
which, with a little bit of fumbling around, she can find an angel, turn its head, the valve has been reopened. Or at least it has been rendered capable of being opened. Any other not yet explored area you want to dare to check out in this period, or do you want to leave well enough alone?
I mean, yeah, I guess I want to see what's in the south. I'm going to ask Sister Faria what's in the southwest.
There is a sealed library in the southwest corner that we use to store blasphemous texts, material that is opposed to Nethys's will. It is a notoriously angry room.
Is there a religion check to be made about what Nethysians would find blasphemous that Pharasmans might find useful?
These are mostly research texts. There's no active magic to be activated or accessed in this chamber.
Theraval is meditating.
Yeah.
Ned's dead. Stanhope's dead. There's some time. Stasi's, if the Proto-Shoggoth is not in that hallway, she's going to get the violin off of Stanhope before she returns.
You're moving so much faster than these things. If you want to get Stanhope,
Oh, yeah.
you could grab absolutely. So I assume you've got fly for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point,
I can
the
do
things
that.
out there cannot catch you and cannot reach you.
Yeah.
So with just a little bit of like smart maneuvering.
Can I also get Neb?
Yes. Once the haunt that captured Neb no longer detects anyone alive up there, it would wind down. So yes, you can gather both bodies.
I wonder if we raised Neb. How do you get your familiar?
I would have to spend like weeks bonding with a new.
Not weeks.
No, not weeks.
No.
Like hours.
8 hours.
Oh, really?
And there's an entire room filled with animals that are familiars.
The menagerie.
Definitely pick the goat.
Screaming goat.
Yeah.
It is a 8-hour ritual.
Wow.
So Stasi has gathered Neb and Stanhope's bodies, brought them back in here into the menagerie. Theraval's still praying. We'll check in with you soon, Robert, on what you're thinking about that 3rd level spell slot. But Katie, so in this stretch of time, Sister Faria has clearly had some time to think. These last few minutes, she's got her arm stuck down one of the mouths of the angels on that metal ring that makes up the
Just, like,
outside
ready
of the
to
valve gate.
go?
Well, she, like, ever since you got that last angel head turned, so this apparently gives access to a switch on
Yeah.
the inside, and it seems like as long as she's touching it, it won't unlock, but it's obvious she doesn't want to open the thing up with Theraval still praying,
Yeah.
because then the way will be opened. So it seems like she's like squatted down on the floor, determined to maintain contact with it, just to make sure that, as soon as he's done, ready to go, but she doesn't want to open it yet. And for Sister Faria, I'll give you a visual here for her. I haven't bothered with most of the stewards. But as the last living and sane one, you're probably actually taking her in as more of an individual now. She's a Kelishite woman, maybe late 30s, shaved head and eyebrows, a series of horizontal red lines painted on her cheeks. From a distance, or if you're like not really paying attention, probably look like claw marks or blood streaks. But in this little moment here when you can actually look at her and take her in, they're super delicate and precise and artistic it's some cultural affectation that you've never seen or heard of before. And as she sees you dragging those bodies in, she does gesture over to you. And only a couple of these folks actually speak Taldane. Elder Lathine did, and I think I just have to assume that Sister Faria does, given how much I've already had her talking to you. But it would very much not be her native tongue or even like her second or third language. So picture her, which I won't be doing, but picture her really reaching for these words as she's talking to you. But she gestures over to you.
Stasi goes over with a sort of glance back at the bodies of her fallen former comrades.
Yeah.
Not one of sentiment, but one of, it's a little more mercenary. She had intended to bring the bodies back here and then see if there was anything useful on them.
Oh, do you want to do that first?
No, she'll do that after, but it's pretty clear that that's what she wanted to do.
I know that you want to get the violin, but this is pretty rough.
Stasi doesn't care about the violin unless you get resurrected, but she
but it makes this makes me think.
She's very utilitarian.
You were
This is life.
You were struck mad
with despair. Which isn't a far hop from her normal state, but
but then she also got into another piece of her normal state, which is action and checking off lists and taking care of activities, and that's been kind of the thrust of the last several minutes.
Yeah.
Now, as you now enter here with these corpses back into the sounds of the screaming goat, where is your sanity sitting in her head at this moment?
I think she is keeping herself busy with things to check off a list so as not to entertain it.
Okay.
She's good at that.
Yeah, a lot of practice. So Sister Faria, she tries to speak as low as she can over the sound of, she needs to be heard over the sound of the dying goat. What is your name, sister?
Stasi Kauzlaric.
She lays a hand on yours if you'll allow it. The other hand, the hand that's not in the angel's mouth. And she looks at you. Really looks at you. Maybe for the first time. And you can tell that it's important to her that you see her. I am Faria Shabara. I was born in Heshek, the capital of Khatib, though I am of the Ayishmayar. I traveled 5,000 miles to reach Kathir, Sister Stasi. Around the Bethel Sea, Kardaji Bay, across the plains of Zexos and Anvar, I have walked the Miraz Desert. I have climbed the Zhou Mountains. I have seen the flying carpets of Kundarai. I have studied and prayed. I have trained my body and my mind, and I took a vow to protect others. Sister, I took a vow to a God who sees but who does not really care. But I swore, nevertheless, to protect, even if it means laying down my life. I say all of this, Stasi, so that you will know into whose eyes you are looking. I am not a child. I am Faria, daughter of Roshima. I am a steward of the vault. I have stood vigil at the door. I have walked the cipher obscura. I have knelt before the keeper. Do you see me?
I see you.
What is your goal here, sister? These interlopers, the scholar and the chemist, Must you capture them or simply stop them?
They must be stopped. It may not be me that stops them, but there are others. They will come. We will prepare the way for them.
Look around you. You've been gone for several minutes. What has changed here? Nothing. Your friend prays. We keep our vigil. These Shoggoth creatures, as you call them, they have not or cannot or will not, for whatever reason, enter here. While your friend has been praying, I have been coming to terms with our situation, Stasi. I believe you will die if you go down those stairs. Elder Luthien simply looked upon whatever lies down there, and his mind was broken. And he stood helpless. Well, it presumably destroyed him. Well, but let's say you survive that. What then? 4 more angels, another valve, and let's say you survive that. But what then? We were 17. You will be 2. These men, this scholar, this chemist, they will defeat you. And not only that, my sister, every time you open a valve, you run the risk of letting something or someone from below travel higher. Please, don't throw your life away. There are people here who need your protection. There are the fallen to see to, final rites to be delivered. We don't know what Sister Thea will do. Depending on what she knows and how she interprets her duty, she may or may not come below, but if she does, she will be exactly as badly prepared for what is happening in here as we were. Do not abandon her below. I know you want to fight. But look around you. The battle has been lost. The only way we can win the war is to stay together and protect each other as long as we can, and to stop each other from throwing our lives away. I will not stand in your way, but I do ask you to stand with me.
Stasi reaches into her coat and pulls out rolling papers and tobacco.
Yeah.
And her very practiced hands begin to roll 2 cigarettes. What is happening here is so much bigger than you can possibly understand. I'm sorry. I can't explain it to you without hurting you.
She seems to understand that. She seems actually very comfortable with that, as though part of her order may be involved with not knowing things by choice.
So I am asking you to trust me that no one here will die in vain. But to sit here and do nothing and learn nothing, I cannot do that.
They are already trapped. They have been stopped. If you open that door, you may release them.
You don't know that. All due respect, these men, very dangerous. They know things you cannot imagine. And they would not have come in here without knowing how they were to get out.
And they would leave the door open for you?
I'm sorry, I thought I was clear. Survival, for me, is not. You know the nature of my work. She
do.
explains the Maiden's Choir, her story in brief of the agreement that was made when she was a child to serve Pharasma and how. I accepted a long time ago that the world I work to make better and safer for others is not one in which I can expect to live. I have to do as much as I can until the moment I die.
I see you, Stasi.
I see you, Faria. She lights her cigarette and
I don't think she's a smoker, but I think here at the end of all things,
why not?
she'll take that other one
Cancer-
from you.
no.
Yeah.
So she lights both of them and hands one to Faria, gives her a nod, and returns to the bodies of Neb and Stanhope to see if they have wands or scrolls or potions or whatever the fuck.
Fellas, tell her what she finds on your corpses.
There is a +2 chain shirt, a +1 buckler, an amulet of natural armor +1, a ring of protection +1, a +1 menacing morning star, 4 daggers, cloak of resistance +1, a buffering cap, stagger-proof boots.
Those have been used.
Yeah. There is a vial of antitoxin. There is a notebook of limericks and an ink pot. That's what poor Stanhope Nixon had on his body.
Sticking her cigarette in her mouth so it dangles out the corner, she pulls the ring off his finger.
Yeah.
And puts it on her own.
Alrighty.
On Neb, what about a headband of mental prowess?
What is it?
The headband grants the wearer an enhancement bonus to 2 mental ability scores, intelligence and wisdom.
Do you know what it's keyed to for intelligence?
Survival. But you have to wear it for 24 hours for that.
For that to kick in?
For that
Who's
to
going
kick
to
in.
be around
It's
that?
okay. Yeah.
It's funny that it's survival.
I'll take the intelligence. That boosts all my knowledge. Thanks. Fuck it. Yeah.
The shawl of life-keeping, which was the red shirt that has been used today. The rat's wearing a blouse. It's a cackling hag's blouse. Bracers of armor +3.
Okay.
Ring of protection +1. A filthy sack.
Yay!
And
Both my characters will have a filthy sack.
in this filthy sack is a wand of vanish with 20 charges. A wand of cure light wounds with 23 charges. 2 bottles of brewed reek.
Yeah.
That's that mix of
Yeah.
nasty ingredients.
thanks.
It smells terrible. This makes everyone
You said
staggered.
20 charges on the wand to vanish?
Yes. For future reference, don't know if this will make a difference for you now, but there's alchemy crafting kit, cauldron of brewing, potion making materials, alchemy making materials.
Stasi is going to take your headband of mental prowess.
Mm-hmm.
And Stasi does take she doesn't take the violin, but she takes the violin bow and she breaks it over her knee.
Oh my god.
And that's just spiteful.
She's not having a great day.
No, indeed.
She's mad at Stanhope for dying. Because it's her fault. Because she put him into that room with the haunt upstairs.
So,
What does she do with the book of poetry and limericks?
She leaves it. She knows the others are going to follow them down here. I think she knows that.
do you think she does?
Yeah, I think that's what she was saying to Faria is like, you know what? I think she's recognizing their place in this world as not the main characters of this story.
Oh,
She's seen all the things that Dora can do.
Yeah.
She knows that they will come looking for her.
Yeah.
And Stanhope. And I think the only thing that is getting her through this moment in that conversation is that people more powerful than her will come this way if they fail. Things like the broken bow are her way of telling what happened.
Right. I was here.
From her perspective,
I was
that
here.
I was here.
Yeah.
That I did
Trail
this,
flashing.
that I-
Yeah.
The cigarette, she leaves it in the middle of the floor. Assuming they get this far, she's leaving breadcrumbs for them.
Yeah.
The cigarettes of Stasi do not idly fall.
So as this is going on, we're heading towards the end of Theravol's meditation period. What are you thinking, Robert? What's that last spell you're going to grab?
I don't think survival, getting out the other end, is what he envisions as a reasonable outcome either.
Okay. What is the reasonable outcome?
But what a reasonable outcome could be is, and he doesn't have that faith in the others that Stasi has, because he doesn't have the knowledge of the others.
Only by secondhand knowledge, yeah.
But these things that he's facing right now are the antithesis of his goddess. They are everything that drew him to her, they are not.
Yeah.
So the knowledge of what is there, he feels somehow is valuable.
Yes.
And even if he doesn't have the certainty that, okay, what we are doing is going to directly be viewed by someone.
But you need to witness.
But that's the only thing I have left is witnessing it. Like, I could stand here and die.
Yeah.
But nothing else will be known. And I think he's attuned enough to the mystery, capital M, of the cosmos, that who's to say that him learning something new about the tapestry won't benefit.
That's really great. And I think that neatly ties into what you were talking about, how your madness was manifesting as in sort of an ecstasy, a desire to reveal yourself to these mysteries.
So I guess that where that has me landing is I think he would want to press on.
Okay.
So I think he will choose Channel Vigor.
Channel Vigor is third level spell, and True Seeing, I'm assuming?
Oh, no.
After all this.
I thought we decided on Invisibility Purge.
All right, so Theraval finishes his meditation. Any words before you have Sister Faria open the valve?
Wait, let me check a couple things.
Yep.
Did she tell us what's down there and where to go?
You would have time while he's still meditating.
So she's going to get the directions.
Why don't we do it this way? Sister Faria would give you a go straight ahead, turn right, find the statue that is emulating the emotion of pride, then go here.
Yeah.
She would give you a series of instructions like that. Why don't I just give those to you
as we go?
I think that'll be easier than trying to lay it all out right now when I'm about to kill you in a few minutes anyway.
Fingers crossed that the only thing preventing us from getting them is the fog, but it isn't, I'm sure.
So my logistics question then. True Seeing is minutes per level, so that's 10 minutes. I can cast that at the top of the stairs.
No.
No.
Because you need the eye ointment that is sitting on the ground at the bottom of the stairs.
No, but none of these, Sister Faria doesn't have Mage Hand. None of them have anything.
I'm checking. None of the stewards have Mage Hand prepared today.
So I guess what I need to figure out is when does she have a... So I would tell the sister I have the ability to bolster my will for a minute. When should I cast that?
I would suggest you both go to the bottom of the stairs at the threshold above the level below, and before you enter into the next floor, cast that spell.
The wisdom spell.
The wisdom spell. And your next move will get you to the ground, where hopefully you will find this ointment right away, whereupon the next round you can cast your True Seeing spell.
Okay.
If all goes well.
So awful.
You got your shit together? You ready?
I literally have nothing that I can do except follow you and memorize the directions. So
actually,
click save.
I've been thinking about this. I think hold hand. Because if you
definitely.
Yeah, if you don't remain in physical contact,
definitely
you
doing
will
that.
Still think you're following him even when you're not.
Yeah, definitely doing that. Not smoking. But I guess I'll just be detecting evil.
Okay. Sister Faria, with her arm inside the angel's mouth, wrenches it with kind of a Clearly, whatever she's feeling must feel gross. She can't even hide that sensation on her face. But then there is the metallic irising open of the valve. And you see now, standing over it, able to look down it for the actual first time, this shaft looks very different than the last one. It's a little shorter. It's about 50 feet. And instead of being solid stone out of which stairs chunk out of, the walls feature statuary of angels in a spiral going down, all of them holding their hands out, and it's immediately obvious that you are supposed to stand on those hands as if they were steps. All of the angels' faces are hungry, all of their mouths are open, and they all have sharp teeth.
Stasi will follow Theraval down.
Yes.
And then right before we're in the clear, when she can see where the ground is and stuff, she's going to take his hand and close her eyes.
Okay. As you
put her faith in him to guide them.
As you're making your way down these stairs, creeping very carefully from outstretched marble hand to outstretched marble hand, occasionally slipping and having to catch your balance on the wall across the way. It is incredibly precarious. And as you're making your way down, spiraling down the inside of this shaft, after not too long, it becomes painfully obvious that the very bottom of the shaft, where it opens up into the floor below, is completely filled with fog. So those last 15 feet will be inside the fog that you have been told awaits you down there.
But we just can't move out of it until you find the thing and cast the spell.
Your vision will be limited to a total of 5 feet once you enter it. Are you ready to enter it? I guess you're gonna.
So this is when I would cast.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast a second spell too.
Cast them up.
Cause
the last spells of your life, my friend.
So I'm gonna cast Death Ward.
Oh yeah. So say out loud what that does, because it's good.
Might come in useful. Subject gains a +4 morale bonus on saves against all death spells and magical death effects. Granted a save to negate such effects, even if one is not normally allowed. Subject is immune to energy drain and any negative energy levels, including channeled negative energy.
Nice.
So I don't know. Might not be a thing, but might be a thing.
Yeah.
Then I will cast the one we just talked about. What was that? Channel
Vigor.
Of Vigor. And we will do Spirit +6 competence bonus on will saving throws and bluff and intimidate checks, so I can bluff all the evil. Okay, so those two spells are cast.
Now we just have to find the material components.
One last little bit of vibes for the cylinder that you're descending on the outstretched hands of angels over an open abyss. Again, the stone walls out of which these marble statuary are extending is completely different stone than the sandstone on the first floor, the stone on the second floor. This is now an entirely different kind of rock.
Bad we don't have dwarf.
Where is dwarf when one needs one? Okay.
And should we start, because since the channel vigor is rounds per level, how do we want to? Are you ticking that down?
Thank you very much.
I mean,
let me
let
me take you to a new map, and we'll start a whole new Jim Jam here.
You're very frightened.
You should be.
Yeah, no, I'm interested to see what the blades in this grinder look like.
As Theraval descends into the fog, he leaves your direct line of sight. Stasi. Oh, and you're going to have to keep your hand held, right? All right.
Yeah.
So you are following with him. The two of you descend through the fog down the final angel hands, and as you get to the point where you're cresting below the height of the ceiling, so there's no longer angels jutting out of the column to hold you. Their arms are now reaching down and getting progressively longer and looking more like snakes and vines as you're descending. So they get a little bit ropier and wormier as you descend those last 15 feet into the next floor of the Mysterium. Now, the air down here is significantly colder. You notice that right away. The air still seems fresh and breathable, as it has on all these floors, somehow, despite the fact that you're deep, deep underground, presumably. As you get down to the bottom, Robert, Theraval does indeed spot the strewn spell component pouch of Elder Lethene, but there is no Elder Lethene.
Okay.
God, I thought you were going to say there was no...
No ointment.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
So, no, like you see just a sprinkled array of all of these components as though he had just been holding them in his hands and letting them drop out. Like, what the fuck even is this? But you do find, almost right away because you're looking for it, and it is in that square, the 250 gold pieces worth of eye ointments, and you do see 250 gold pieces worth of expensive incenses, which I know is probably a component for you for some things as well, too. If you want to, on the end of your first turn here, grab all that up.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
And Katie, Stasi could easily, if you want, on this end of this first round here, make her way down to the ground. So, like, squeeze past him. And as soon as your last foot leaves that last snaky, ropey angel hand,
oh, it must be so quiet.
And it is...
After the goat screaming and...
Deathly quiet.
Oh.
Deathly still. Weirdly cold. So you know, Theraval, according to Sister Faria, that at the bottom of the stairs, you are to go straight ahead. It should be about 20 feet, and then you'll make a right. And then about another 10, 20, 30, 40 feet after that will be the Pride statue.
Well, I'm going to cast that spell.
You cast True Seeing.
Yes.
Remember when we had a gem of True Seeing?
Oh, God, those were the days.
We completely
Is there a
forgot
verbal
about...
component to that?
Yes, there is.
The two of you, from the south, echoing and rebounding off of the walls. The cavernous, cold, fog-filled walls. You hear a cacophony of sounds and voices sane life was not meant to hear. These sounds and these instructions worm their ways deep into your psyches. I need will saves from the both of yous. This is a mind-affecting effect, should it matter to either of you.
Do they have fear or emotion descriptors?
No, they do not.
Oh, okay, yes, I do have an extra plus. So you said it's mind affecting and fear?
No, just
Just mind affecting.
So that's an extra +2. So do you know what my bonus is right now?
I don't want to know.
It's plus 21.
Hell yeah!
Jesus Christ, I
Wow.
rolled a 23.
That's a 16 on the die for a 37.
Outstanding. Both of you hold your shit together.
Nice.
You
Amazing.
feel deep and profound confusion worming its way into your souls. You feel your own sense of perception of how you fit into this universe slipping through your fingers, probably exacerbated by the fact that this sound is coming from where you have to go. So, Theraval, you're going to start leading the way forward to the south towards this sound.
I mean, there's no...
You can't even see any walls right now, can you? Can you just make out just the edges?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct.
So you can tell that the passage that you're in must be 10 feet wide.
Sorry, but just for the action economy, would Stasi have gotten an action when he was casting True Seeing?
Yeah, take it.
Guidance on Theraval.
Oh, great.
So floating +1 for a minute.
Okay. I'll take it.
You can use it.
I'll take it.
+22. On your
Games
next
have been
will
lost on a
save.
+1, so... I mean, I see no...
Just go.
There's no point in trying to avoid, is
There isn't.
We move forward.
Sorry, there is not.
Thank you. I was confused by your lack of dialect for a minute.
You're like, who the fuck are you?
So Theraval starts moving to the south.
Yeah.
Please give me a will save, and I'll tell you based on how you roll what you feel or don't feel. This is also a mind-affecting effect.
Because you are trying to go to the south, right?
This is not something you're aware of yet.
Oh, God.
All right, well, that was a 3 on the die, but that's a 24.
Okay, all right. You begin moving south. I need the same will save from Stasi.
26.
All right, amazing. So, what you both feel?
Delaying the inevitable.
I know.
Hard.
Holding hands in the fog, can't see shit, hearing the sound of madness from another dimension ahead of you. You start to step forward, and both of your brains go, do not, do not, do not, do not. It's like an alarm in your head, and you just push right through that shit. Don't listen to those voices.
They want you to live.
He is like I think the sounds of this madness from the darkness are fueling his madness
Yes,
right now. I think it's
yes.
like he is going to finally see what he's supposed to see.
It has been an honor flying with you. And also, Houston, we have a problem.
Robert,
Rob.
does a 46 hit
Probably.
your flat-footed armor class?
I'm not even going to look. Let's just assume that yes, it does.
Please give me a percentile roll. 1 through 50 is good for you.
Well, that's a 62.
From out of fucking nowhere, a black tentacle bigger than you, from about 10 feet in the air, shoots out of the fog, wraps itself around you for 29 points of damage. Does a 51 beat your CMD?
Again, I don't think I'm going to even look because, yes. Am I grappled, do you think?
You are grappled and constricted for another 24 points of damage.
Okay.
You still alive?
I'm hanging on at 5.
Oh my God.
So, Stasi, Theraval is now wrapped up in a tentacle thicker than him, and he is having the life squeezed out of him. This is still your turn, Theraval. So you're basically 5 feet into your first move. So you've got a standard action available to you.
But I am
You
grappled.
are grappled.
So yes, I will activate my Freedom's Call domain ability.
Is that a supernatural action?
Yes, it is.
And tell us what that does.
I hate to say it out loud because it's going to make me have to look John in the eye and say, this could have saved you.
Oh,
This could have saved you. And I feel bad. But
it's okay.
Freedom's Call. As a standard action, you can emit a 30-foot aura of freedom for a number of rounds per day equal to your level. Rounds do not need to be consecutive. Allies within... Is it just me, though, too?
It includes you. You're an
Okay,
ally.
good. Allies
Unless
within
you
this...
hate yourself.
Well, not yet.
Unless you are your own enemy.
Allies within this aura are not affected by the confused, grappled, frightened, panicked, paralyzed, pinned, or shaken conditions. It suppresses these effects and they return once a creature leaves the area. Aura.
Confused?
It would, yes, so Robert,
Yes.
it would also, if you survive this, it would also prevent the intersection miscommunication with your brain thing from happening as well, too.
So we didn't.
cool.
So we didn't need to get the truth.
Well, but
saving.
it's a limited
Right,
It's
okay.
a very limited
rounds
duration.
instead of minutes. But yeah. So he will take a standard action and activate that.
And the black butterfly extends her powers through your body, and this black tentacle just melts off of you and sloops back into the mists beyond which you cannot see. You are free, my friend. You are free.
Yep.
So you've taken a 5-foot step, a standard action. If you have a move action you want to use that's not an actual physical move through space, you could take it now.
Can I drink a potion?
No, but you could get a potion out.
I can heal you too.
Well, it might need both. So I will.
Yes.
I will go ahead and draw a potion of Cure Mod.
Very good. Stasi, you're up.
Stasi casts Cure Moderate Wounds on
Yeah, roll it up.
for 13.
Thank you.
More tentacles come shooting out of the dark at Theraval. What is your AC? Just for...
I'm not flat-footed anymore, right? But
Yeah.
it's not good. It's not good, Bob. Not good. Well, I mean, it could be worse. It's 21.
Okay. All I need to know is if I roll a natural 1. All right. So the first attack has the chance to hit you. Give me a 50% chance here. Now this is the mischance because whatever is attacking you clearly knows where you are in space but can't see you.
84.
24 points of damage.
Well,
You did?
I'm at -6.
Oh, so you fall unconscious.
My con is 11, so yes, I am 5 away from con death.
Second tentacle coming at Stasi. What's your AC right now, Katie? Just asking for a friend.
It's shitty. It's
Shitty, probably.
bad. It's 21.
Okay. Give me a percentile roll.
76.
28 points of damage.
Oofta.
But it can't grab you. Here comes a third tentacle.
Is that effect still going on even though I'm unconscious?
Well, it would last for the
Until at
round,
least your
right?
next round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you won't be able to maintain it next round. But
Okay.
yeah, it's still going right now.
Okay.
I got a 19 on the die here for this third attack, which is a critical threat. 3 on the die for the backup, but that is still a critical hit.
Oh,
Give me the percentile check.
44.
All right. It's a miss. Fourth attack. Hit. Roll it up.
100.
Amazing.
That's bad.
Still amazing.
I don't know what game we need to be playing because between
You would've
this
just
and
won
Delta
it.
Green, I would be 20th level.
And you would have
Have
just
all the
teleported yourself
loot.
into a
Yeah.
pit. 27 more points of damage.
Yeah. Great.
All right. All right.
That's great.
So, Theraval, give me a DC 10 con check -6.
I don't get to go. Oh, I'm after.
After him, yeah.
So this is just a -6 roll.
And you could use your guidance on this if you want to.
I think I will because I forgot I had it. Why not? Why not? So -5 on this roll
Let's add it between friends here.
for a 3.
Okay, you lose another hit point. Stasi, alone in the dark and the fog, Theraval in a bloody heap, crushed heap on the floor
She
next to you.
casts Cure moderate wounds on him.
On Theraval.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
He's the one who's got the stuff. He
Yep.
has to make it.
It's true. It's true. Oh my God. In the dark, holding hands as you're being destroyed by something you cannot see
The
in the
tentacles
fog.
coming in at
Does,
you from all sides.
Her best that she can do.
Oh, 16.
Go now. Leave me, please.
Just in time for more tentacles. Stasi, you're on your feet. First one's coming at you. All right, let's check concealment.
16.
Second attack coming at you. Check concealment. Tentacles. Tentacle.
50.
That's good. That's good. Third tentacle coming at you. All right. Check concealment.
8.
Oh my God. Oh, ducking
the worm
and
has
weaving.
turned.
This is it.
Last one.
83.
30 points of damage.
Oh!
She's dead.
Is that con dead?
Permadead?
Yep.
And Stasi Kovacevic dies.
Remember when Anya died? Does
Yes.
anybody remember that?
Yes.
That's what this is like.
In the finale?
Yeah. There's chaos. Shit's flying everywhere. Xander gets a little bit ahead of her. She falls behind and she just gets cut down. There's no time for... It's the most unsentimental thing you've ever seen. That's what happens to Stasi.
This is life.
This was always her future. This was always the plan. This is life.
This is life.
Robert, after a 5-foot step, are you able to see any of what I just moved?
Let me see me
Oh,
get
God.
that.
Can you see any?
I see the edge. I see an edge of something.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, no.
The entire fucking hallway, 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall, is filled with an immense mound of black slime squeezed into that hallway, covered in eyes and mouths and even stranger things in its heaving bulk. You are looking upon a full Shoggoth. This is what Pandora is going to have to make a sanity check against. You're looking upon the entire hallway filled floor to ceiling with this shambling mound of eyes and mouths all screaming insanity at you as it barrels down towards you. You're flat on your back on the ground. Stasi just died next to you. What do you do?
I stand up.
It takes an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to be on my feet.
Yep.
He's weeping as he stands up, but weeping in ecstasy.
22 points of damage.
Let's see if that gets me down below my con. I wonder if it will. Minus 22. Yup, just. Minus 13. That puts me at.
As the lights go out on Theraval Galanadel.
I think through the horror he is basking in this sight of something so monstrously in his madness glorious that he never thought he would see anything like this.
Yeah.
So I think he just dies weeping at the sight. I accept the burden. I accept the peril. From the spaces in between, I will carry your touch, your torch, and your will. The signs have been followed. I am here.
And that is the end of our interlude. So now, my friends, while I have you here, let's revisit some moments in chapter 173. So you're all caught up info-wise before we pick back up with the main party. Mm-hmm. First of all is this conversation with Sister Thyr, where she explained how the Mysterium works, where I kept saying to you, and she tells you, but I'll tell you later.
Something else.
We're going to do all that right now. And she also has maps for you for the various levels of the Mysterium, and I will give those to you right now. Here is the map for the Mysterium Level 1, the University level. This should look pretty familiar to you. You did actually see most of that. And you can see on this map the location of the angel statues, and their names are marked. Those names indicate the emotion that the angels are expressing as a way of making them easier to find among the mess. So basically, having the combo of knowing the location and knowing what emotional state, hope, fear, ecstasy, or agony they are in means you can just walk right up to them. I won't make you bother to make perception checks to find them. And the location of the gate itself in the floor is also marked for you. A lot of that should look familiar. And you can see where the mirror is located as well. Let me give you the map for level 2, which is called the Arcana. This will be fun because this is where it'll start to be stuff none of you have seen yet. So you can see the gate located in the menagerie. The menagerie is labeled. You can see the 4 angels, adulation, misery, idleness, and obsession, and where they are located. You can see the 2 mirrors, which you have already found. The X indicates where the stairs descend to. You probably remember that at that crossroads at the center of the level. And then there are some names put on these rooms. Where the idleness statue is practical thaumaturgy. Up where Neb died is the evocation collection, probably unsurprisingly. The area where Brother Eek to Rob fell to his knees and began vomiting mushrooms is in the occult collection in the northeast corner. And then down in the southwest behind those doors, you did hear a little bit about this from Sister Faria, but that's where the blasphemous texts are located. And then there's a small study to the south that none of you ever saw. That's probably where the 2 Proto-Shoggoths had been hanging out before they joined the Good Time Gang. Here is a map of level 3, which is known as the Cipher Obscura. Sort of similar in concept in that there is a crossroads of a north to south passageway and then a series of passageways that goes around it like a square. And kind of like the second level has a jut out of other rooms down in the southwest. This has a jut out of a couple other rooms in the northeast. There are 4 statues. You can see Pride and Shame on the west wall. You can see Envy tucked down a long, skinny passage on the east wall, very similar to that last one that Stasi had to find up above. And then the 4th angel statue in this level is actually located inside one of the rooms. That gratitude is located in what's called the Chamber of Creation. Now, there are 4 collections of rooms behind sealed doors at the center of the level here. The Chamber of Whispered Secrets, the Worlds Beyond collection, the Chamber of Calling and Binding, and the Chamber of Creation. And you please note, all 4 of those rooms have a mirror. There is also a mirror out in the open on the east wall, just above Envied. You'll see it there.
Yep.
Those ones are located in very similar places on all levels. Then there is an alchemy lab in the northeast corner, and a study hall. The gate is located right at the center of the crossroads.
And we died.
You see where the X is in the very north center? That's where the stairs come down. You died 5 feet south of that.
Great.
Didn't even make it to the crossroads.
Great.
So let me return to filling you in on what Sister tells you. You have these maps referred to as we go. The Arcana, Cipher Obscura, and the Key to the Soul are different levels of the structure. Now they feel, as when one travels between them, as though they are simply basement, sub-basement, etc. of this one localized building, but in truth, no one knows where those floors are actually located. Long ago, an excavation was attempted, secretly of course, and no evidence of those floors could be found below this site. We believe they are on this plane of existence and may even be in different locations below the city, but they could be anywhere on the planet because these floors are connected by a series of valves, and each valve is a gate. The method of opening each valve is a 5-step process requiring the manipulation of multiple statues and carvings through the course of the interlude. You have all figured that out now. And she can, again, you now know where those angels are, you know what you have to do, and she will tell you which of the mouths on the valve you have to reach into to turn a lever. As you know, all levels are shielded from outside divination, including the university level. It's impossible to know what is happening in there, and that's also why we cannot locate these other levels in space. As far as we know, any kind of teleportation effect works inside the boundaries of the walls of any individual level. We've never experienced any sort of teleportation effect not working in that way, but you cannot use it to leave a floor. It simply will not work. Summoning works. You can summon creatures into the space. That is effectively what the mirrors are doing. After the wards are triggered, this will be the state that you will be entering in. None of the valves can be opened from below. You can only go down. There are 8 guardian mirrors. These are artifacts installed throughout the complex. When the wards are triggered, they will call specific protectors onto each floor. Now, as long as the wards are still in effect, 1 minute after the last of those guardians is rendered dead or unconscious, it will call in an entirely new group. So this is new information for you. You were seeing on the first floor, as the Hounds of Tyndalos were going down, Stasi and I think Stanhope were observing the mirror kind of recharging again. Basically, once you take the last thing out that an individual mirror summoned, you got 1 minute of grace before they all come back again.
But you don't know how many things it summons, so you don't know.
Not true. She will tell you.
Oh, okay.
So she tells you that the university level mirror summons 4 axiomites. Well, obviously, you will learn that that's not the case anymore, but it does seem to correspond, like numbers do seem to correspond. So that first floor is going to be 4 hounds, or 4 things. On the Arcana level, the second level, the mirror on the east wall summons 2 Valhorut Inevitables. That will probably correspond to those 2 Proto-Shoggoths. And the mirror inside the menagerie summons 1 Impartiate Inevitable, which is an extremely powerful lawful outsider, which maybe now actually is instead whatever the fuck's going on trying to bridge Yog-Sothoth through a goat into that room. So just one thing, but one powerful thing. The Cipher Obscura, the mirror on the east wall, will summon 4 Valhorut Inevitables. which is what the mirror on the second floor summoned 2 of. So if they are in correspondence, it's going to be 4 something, maybe 4 proto-Shoggoths.
So that could be...
Could also...
So that could have been 4 that then formed
Yes.
into the big major thing.
2 proto-Shoggoths may have merged into 2 Sensitiums, which may have then merged into the big Shoggoth.
Once there's 4 of those things, can it summon more?
It is always the 4.
So once those 4 have formed into the Shoggoth,
That is the thing that it has summoned.
and it cannot summon anything else until that Shoggoth is done.
As far as you know.
To the best of our current knowledge of how this has been corrupted.
So the Cipher Obscura, it summons 4 things. Is that 4 things per mirror or 4 things for the level?
Okay, so all of you open that map, take a look at it right now. So the one on the east wall, close kind of to the alchemy lab, that's the one that summons 4 things. The mirror inside the Chamber of Whispered Secrets, she says, is broken, non-functioning. Fingers crossed. The Worlds Beyond collection summons 4 axiomites. So if that corresponds to exactly what happened on the university level, you might expect 4 Hounds of Tyndalos in there.
We're not going in there.
The Chamber of Calling and Binding summons 2 aerial servants. So 2 of something, unknown what it might be. And the Chamber of Creation summons 4 clockwork mages.
Oh.
So 4 things, again, impossible to tell if that's what it'll do or
Very
not.
small room.
Very small room.
If things are summoned but they are not killed, do they stay indefinitely?
Yes. Now, here's where I'll remind you that she handed Pandora the small silver key, which she called Fulcum's Key, which will work once per day, if touched to a mirror, to banish everything summoned by it. Now, it will just reset again in 1 minute, but it's a way to one time buy yourself a 1 minute respite without having to kill all the shit that the mirror summoned. And all you gotta do is touch it to it. Okay. Below the Cipher Obscura is a single room that houses the entrance to the soul. It's just a very small room. The soul is an extra-dimensional space. So be very careful about bringing other extra-dimensional spaces inside of it. If you have bags of holding or handy haversacks, they will not open in there. To be safe, I would consider not even bringing them in there. These things are known to react strangely with other extra-dimensional spaces from time to time, if you know what I'm saying, Johnny. I say,
Don't cross the streams.
yes, exactly. Now, inside the room that houses the entrance to the soul, 4 people, and we believe them to possibly be the 4 founding members of our order, they martyred themselves to become the eternal guardians of the soul. They were once powerful wizards like Elder Lethene, and now they are soul-bound shells.
Do we have an idea where the Dread White came from?
They were given that the name of one of their order. So that just may be bonus undead. So a soul-bound shell is a statue is constructed from marble. A very valuable gem is placed inside it as a soul focus, and a willing spellcaster of at least 12th level sacrifices themselves at the culmination of the ritual and animates the stone shell with their energy and spellcasting ability. So these are constructs immune to all this, the typical construct things. They will cast spells as a 12th level wizard. They are, unlike all other constructs, not immune to mind-affecting effects, Katie. Okay, that's a nice thing. Spell resistance 23, and damage reduction only overcome by magical adamantine weapons. Ooh. Yeah.
We have a ton of those.
So we're going to look for another team to hire to take over the Mysterium for us.
We're going to shout this out. The soulbound shells will only attack if you attempt to harm the space or you fail to succeed at opening the puzzle box that releases the soul. There is a puzzle box that must be solved in order to gain access to the soul. It features a series of symbols and images representing creation and destruction along its four sides, and there's a series of movable concentric rings on the top bearing similar, smaller symbols that correlate psychically to the images on the sides. Now, some of the symbols are sigils, some are words in different languages, some are simply images that represent things like serpents and phoenixes and bolts of lightning, a flowing river, and so forth. Now, I can tell you what the intent and the meaning is behind each of the symbols, but as an extra precaution, the correct sequence the rings must be placed in relative to the symbols on the side changes for each person that attempts to open it. It's keyed to your mind and your values. And only you can discover how to unlock the soul. No, nothing to do with alignment. And it really is kind of like the alethiometer from His Dark Materials, where it's just like, there's just a bunch of symbols, and they do things if you believe they do things, or you see meaning in them that only you can see. So somebody's going to have to unlock that shit, and those are the checks. If you fail those checks, the soulbound shells will start attacking. Finally, the soul itself is guarded by an angel that stands in eternal vigil over the books contained within, an excinder angel. They are heaven's censors. They scour the plains for texts containing information too dangerous to be allowed to exist. They are generally unconcerned about individual lives, remaining staunchly focused on protecting all mortal kind as a whole from corruption. If you are carrying any texts, any written words at all, that an incorruptible angel who cares nothing for your needs or possessions might even slightly consider dangerous or corruptive, I would strongly advise not bringing it into the soul. It can teleport it to its hands and forever change the writing. All of these protections will remain in place until the wards are deactivated. Now, the wards can be deactivated in the room below the Cipher Obscura, which houses the entrance to the soul. There is one single angel in the room that houses the puzzle box that is the entrance to the soul that lacks eyes. You can stick your fingers into those eye holes, and that will turn the wards off. All valves will open. It really will open the place wide up. Oh, and the last time the wards were triggered, there were many deaths. This was nearly 100 years ago, and the psychic impressions left behind by that slaughter have been known to rear up at times in bizarre and unpredictable manifestations on the lower levels.
AKA haunts.
AKA a lot of haunts, and they don't know in advance what those are going to be because they happen either randomly or sporadically.
So, the gate going from level 3, the Cipher Obscura.
Yep.
Once we open that gate and go down, we then, once we're going down that gate,
yes,
we can't have brought any extra dimensional objects with us.
No, you'll have one more room. At the bottom of that stairwell is basically it's like the antechamber. It's where the puzzle box is held. That's where the soulbound guardians are. You can get rid of your extra dimensional stuff
and
there.
There's no mirror in that room.
No, there's nothing in it but the soulbound guardians.
And the soul is the extra dimensional space where we shouldn't have those bags and various books.
Yep.
The antechamber, that's the mudroom. We can leave stuff there.
Yes. So basically, once you find the puzzle box, that's where you want to get rid of stuff you don't want to bring into the soul.
Got it.
So effectively, below the third level, there are two more levels. The antechamber and then the soul.
But is the soul also just one room, like the
one
antechamber?
Big room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't have a map for that.
Gotcha.
And before we
Is this it?
put a bow on our interlude and come back in real time, let's check back in on that sanity check that Pandora would make when she observed Elder Lethene come face to face with the Shoggoth, forget entirely who he was, where he was, or all of his class abilities, and stagger away in an amnesiac state. Oh, yes. So here's the things that you know that you're facing. One is you have to make a will save. So getting that will save modifier as high as possible is one consideration. You know that the total of your mental ability scores is the thing that sets whether or not you get a greater madness, depending on how much you take. Yeah. And the thing that sets whether or not, like say you have a really good roll and you make a save, the thing that sets whether or not you get any madness at all is your highest mental ability modifier. Oh. So depending on what you want to do, you might want to get all your ability scores as high as possible. You might want to amp up your intelligence as high as you possibly can, just so that your threshold is as high as possible.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
My will save is not, you'd think for a character like me, it's not as great as it should be.
And you're low on wisdom, and you've taken a feat that reduces your will.
So right now my will save is +8, which I'm not confident in. I've already cast Burst of Insight for this check.
It's just now what ability score you're putting it
right.
into.
If I put it into intelligence, it gets that up to 27, which is great. But if I put it into wisdom, it gets it up to 29. But if I put it into wisdom, I have a +12 save. And with 3 shots at that save, I feel a lot better about that number. But if I have 3 shots at it, maybe an 8 is good enough.
Right.
And it's better to boost my intelligence up 6.
I guess I would see this. I mean, it's probably
Well, you also get an action point in there, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the action point can be applied to the roll, but it can't be applied to the other thing.
So if any of, I don't know what you still have left available, Paul, but, basically in the reality of what's happening, you are all watching Pandora narrate all this stuff. You're watching her take sanity damage as she describes seeing the Dread Wraith. You're watching her, and then you're watching her as she describes following Elder Lethene down the stairs and seeing what he sees. If you have anything that can boost any of her mental ability scores, you probably don't, but if you do, Dabwick could conceivably cast them on her as well.
I could cast Owl's Wisdom on you.
You have an Owl's Wisdom.
That would be so great.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because this is the beginning of your day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that sort of clinches it. I will take the Owl's Wisdom and use Burst of Insight to boost my intelligence up 6.
Okay, turn those buffs on and let's make some saves. And you're using your ability to make this check 3 times and pick the best.
It's 2 different abilities.
Yeah.
Methodical Mind allows me to make any mind-affecting check, to roll twice and take the higher result.
Yeah.
My new feat, Glimpse Beyond, which I took from having seen Bo Krug, allows me to also roll with advantage on these saves. So we have determined that once a day, I can roll 3 times and take the highest result.
Wow.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
And I'm up to +10. And I have an action point available to me. And these happen simultaneously.
Yeah.
So I don't have to roll one and then decide whether I'm going to use an action point, then roll the second one and decide. They all happen at once. I can pick the highest and decide whether or not to use an action point.
Okay.
So once you turn those buffs on, what is the total of your mental ability scores?
It is 63.
And what is your highest mental ability modifier?
9.
9. All right, let's close this interlude off with a sanity check. This will tell us what state Pandora is coming back in when we drop back into real time.
Okay. I rolled a 12, a 26, and a 25. I am flush with action points.
Yeah, we're
I'm
early
just
in this
doing
level.
it.
Yeah. So you're taking the 26 and adding an action point.
And I rolled a 4 and a 6 for 32.
Pandora saves. Takes only, air quotes, only 8 points of sanity damage, which is under her threshold.
Oh my
She
God.
doesn't even get a madness.
Wow.
And that's the end of the interlude. We will pick up in real time next week. Thanks for this experiment,
my God.
y'all.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
I was so worried about taking that feat.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's Paizo.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's Syrinscape.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, JH, the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
Oh, I don't want to look at the blood. It makes me oozy. Oozy? Oogie. Oozy.
Woozy? Woogie.
Woogie.
I just don't like it.
Turns me into a Wookiee.